The year is 1936, and a not yet famous Lena Horne is trying to make a break in the show business. Just 19 years old, she comes home to Pittsburgh, where her father tries to convince her to give up on her dream of becoming a singer and actress and move back to the Hill District. That's the setting for this new book, The Blues Walked In by Kathleen George. Of course, we know Lena Horne went on to become famous not just for her music, but for her activism as well. Author Kathleen George is launching her newest book tomorrow, and we're happy to have her with us this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. Thank you.
The Blues Walked In. How did you come up with the title?
Well, my working title was Lena and Marie, which refers to the two main characters in the book. And I really wanted another title, and my friend Meredith Cohen said, I'm going to find you a title. And she went to the song Stormy Weather and found this fabulous phrase inside it, which is The Blues Walked In and Met Me, and my title is The Blues Walked In.
The Blues Walked In. I love it. So why Lena Horne? What was the interest in her? And I think you wrote in the acknowledgement that this book is an imagined life for Lena.
Right. I always liked her. A lot of people always found her fascinating. And I often listened to her the CD of her show in New York, which was a Tony Award-winning show. She was fabulous in that show, and part of why she was fabulous was she did a lot of songs, all kinds of songs, but she also had a dialogue between the songs that was autobiographical. So she would tell about her life, and I would be driving along listening, and she was so witty and so sassy that I just got interested in her. And then she has this line about living in Pittsburgh, and I thought, I gotta do some research about this, you know? Let's find out about when she was in Pittsburgh. I'm a writer, you know? I started getting interested in that.
So there is a little bit of truth in this book, and there's also some fictional characters as well. Lena did live in Pittsburgh. She moved back when she was 18 or 19,
19.
Is that right? And so that's where the story takes place. Who are some of the fictional characters that we meet in your book?
Fictional characters are the people who work at her father's hotel in the Hill District, and other people who live in the Hill District at that time. It was a place that was so vital, and all kinds of immigrants lived there. So I have Irish immigrants and Italian immigrants, but I feature a Lebanese American family and a Lebanese American woman who is lovely, quite pretty, very poor, very frightened of the world, and mistaken for Lena in a couple of different instances. And so that brings up the question of appearance and class and race and skin color and all that kind of thing.
So you try and include some of that in your book?
Oh yes, it's a big part of the book, actually.
So tell me about your research, because you said that you just heard that in the CD and you started doing some research, but writing a book like this has to take a lot of work.
It does, yes. I worked on it for, I think, about 4 years, and I started with James Gavin's biography of her, and then I read Lena's own autobiography. And then I read her daughter's 2 books about the family. Gail Lumet Buckley is her daughter. And I have to say that that was all really informative, and so were the many Courier articles that I read. But also, I can't deny that I got really good boosts from watching her movies and listening to her on that CD, because you get so much of her personality.
You can hear her.
Oh, yes.
You can see her.
You can feel her bristling anger, and you can feel how she turns it to humor and wit, and she's very articulate and also very playful, so it was good.
So what is the storyline in The Blues Walked In?
The storyline is really about 3 teenagers who all dream about Hollywood, and the boy, Josiah Connor, wants to be a movie director, which is quite unusual. He's just really smart and really interested. And the Lebanese American girl is very naive, and she just wants to be discovered on the street because she's been reading movie magazines. And Lena has a better shot at actually working in Hollywood, and she is interested in it because she is a lost child. She had a bad upbringing.
Bounced around.
Yeah, bounced around. She longed for her father. Her mother was wanting to be an actress and never around. And so she has a real chance at it, and everybody's telling her she does. But is she an actress? No, not quite. She's a singer, and they didn't know what to do with her.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, so the book launch party is tomorrow. Tell us where it is and what we can expect.
It's in that beautiful building, the Carnegie Library in Oakland, a wonderful building. And I'm on the second floor, what used to be called the Poetry Room. It's now called the South Wing Reading Room. It starts at 6 o'clock. There will be time for entertainment, a few clips of Lena, me speaking, and even some food. Everybody's invited. It's an open invitation.
And this is published by the University of Pittsburgh Press?
Yes, it has been. They're doing a gorgeous job with their books, I
was
think.
going to say, that's lovely.
It's just really, really good to look at.
Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning and telling us more about your book. A lot of hard work went into that. Looking forward to reading my copy here.
Thank you
again.
Bye-bye.